It's dawn, precisely 5:26 in the morning, the 13th of February, 2014. We're just a few miles outside the compound of a group that refers to themselves as the Church of the Sideways Circle. Their leader, a man who calls himself Hezekiah, has agreed to allow our crew to document him and his followers as they embark on a ritual of purification in preparation for an event that they are calling the End of the World. An event which Hezekiah has predicted will occur at precisely 12:24 in the afternoon on February 14th of this year. For Hezekiah and his followers, the end is near. Drive around. This is it up here.
Alright.
Looks interesting so far.
Yeah, nice.
Morning blessings!
Good morning.
Hi!
Hi, I'm
We've
Tom.
been waiting for you. Ashka,
Hello.
hi. Your presence has been much anticipated.
Thank you. Is Hezekiah? Should we
He
just pull up around
is.
here?
He's
Tom?
waiting for you in the compound. Just drive right up, okay?
Alright, thanks.
Blessings!
This is Ashka and Migosh,
Be well.
followers of the church. Migosh wound up here in 2008 after Hezekiah talked him down from a bad acid trip at an electronic music festival. Ashka arrived 2 years later when she ran away from home after her parents decided to send her to an all-girl Catholic high school. Since their arrival, the two have dedicated their every waking moment to the Church of the Sideways Circle and its self-proclaimed leader, Hezekiah.
The typical cult follower is totally disoriented from his or her own position in reality. The reasoning behind their actions have become completely whitewashed and recontextualized by the rhetoric and propaganda of the group leader. The follower's understanding of his own psyche is continually manipulated by that of the cult leader until he can no longer recognize the difference between his own thoughts and that of the cult leader's directives.
I guess I just never really had it explained to me before that. It's like Hezekiah always said. Everything is just so confusing. The world wants you to go out and get a job and buy a car and buy a house and find a wife. It's just really maddening when you think about it. My life used to be filled with anxiety and I used to be stressed and scared. But now that Hezekiah has taken me in, life is just simple, you know? I get to spend my days chopping wood for Hezekiah and ironing Hezekiah's robes and, oh gosh, awesome things like cleaning his bathroom after chilly night. It's just so not complicated, you know? Life's just simple now. I'm happy.
I don't know. I was like looking for that thing, that like everybody's looking for. Like nobody really knows what it is. We're just all searching, And it's like there's this huge expansive cosmos. And then we're just these like tiny bits of energy just like surfing through the technoscape. And then when Hezekiah came along, he was like this giant magnet that just swept across the hard drive of my reality. Yeah, before I met him, I really thought I knew. Like, I really thought I knew that what I knew was what I knew. But I found out that actually what I thought I knew was nothing compared to what I know now. Did you guys hear that bird?
Right this way. Master,
I'm watching SpongeBob.
we have visitors, sir.
You're early. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry, sir. I should have warned you. I apologize.
No, it's okay. I was just practicing my mantra, traversing the expanse of all galactic consciousness in contemplative silence.
Yes.
Hezekiah? Hi, I'm Tom. We talked earlier.
Welcome to the hall of all-pervasive omnipresence.
It's a pleasure to be here.
To examine the mind of the cult leader is to descend into the very depths of madness. There are few places as labyrinthian and dark as the psyche of the messianic megalomaniac.
So, When did you find out that you were God's chosen one, Hezekiah?
Well, it happened one day in 1987 when I was eating a chimichanga after a Fish concert. And, God spoke to me and told me that the end of the world was coming and I needed to lead this world to it.
So let me get this straight. God spoke to you through a chimichanga.
You can't question the world of the universe here.
Well, why don't you go over that date? What is it, February 14th at 12:24? It's pretty specific.
I was going through a really hard time in my life and spending hours of meditation and some really bad Chinese food. And it just sort of came to me. It was like an illumination that flowed all the way up through my entrails.
Wow, that's fascinating.
So this is my breakdown. It looks complicated, but really it's quite simple once you look at it. You just take the Gregorian calendar, you subtract by 3 times the Mayan calendar, carry the 1, multiply by divine infinity, and add pi. Pi is always good. Cherry is best. And that breaks it down to exactly tomorrow afternoon at 12:24 for the end of the world.
What about, what's this, March 5th?
Oh, that's just my birthday.
Dawn breaks, and Hezekiah's day of prophecy has arrived. When we awoke, the group had already made their way up the hillside to a sacred site Hezekiah and his followers referred to as the vortex portal for ascent into superliminal vicissitude.
Hezekiah?
Peace and all divine improbability, my friend. I'm very happy that you're here. I just ask that you be quiet and respect the purification ritual by my followers, as it is a very mental straining thing that prepares them for the second world.
Su cambiando de bomberos no tiene gracia de delfines. Su camión de bomberos no tiene gracia de delfines. Su camión de bomberos no tiene gracia de delfines.
Through the methods of psychological manipulation and emotional abuse, the cult leader whittles down and continually erodes at the self-esteem and willpower of his acolytes.
My children, today is the dawn of a new beginning. Many have doubted and even scoffed at our beliefs. But today we will bear the fruits of our labor. Today we will find redemption. Followers of the sideways circle, behold! Behold! I miscalculated somewhere, man. I was supposed to carry the 1 and multiply by 4 times the Mayan calendar and add pi, maybe apple pie this time. But now I think I've got a more accurate prediction for the end of times.
Do you think you're going to have any followers that you're going to be able to take into this next event?
It's really sad that Migosh has left the flock. But maybe he'll come back. And besides, we've got a new follower for our church now. His new spiritual name is going to be Sagebrush.
Who's that?
Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna stay.
What?
Wait,
Dude.
Dan, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm pretty serious. I really like it here, and I think I'm gonna stick around. So you guys can finish this documentary.
Talk about,
Nothing to talk about.